3% of travelers stress over losing their photos. Melanie did too until she discovered GotBackup. Melanie was soaking in the charm of Paris, snapping photos of the Eiffel Tower when disaster struck. Her phone slipped from her hands and hit the pavement. Instant panic. Her memories of the trip flashed before her eyes, but thanks to GotBackup, Melanie didn't lose a single photo. All her travel memories were safe in the cloud, just a few taps away. Relieved, she continued her journey with peace of mind, knowing GotBackup had her back. From the canals of Venice to the castles of Germany, Emily captured every magic moment without a worry. And when she returned home, she shared her incredible adventure with friends and family, all thanks to GotBackup. Now Melanie's European adventure remains unforgettable. You too can travel worry-free with GotBackup by your side. Don't let a dropped phone ruin your memories. Protect them with GotBackup today.
We're free with GotBackup, folks. Tammy and I are absolutely having an amazing time. Thank you for joining us. We want to wish you a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are dialing in from. And folks, again, as you are joining us here, always let us know where you are joining us from. It's always a pleasure to see people from all over the globe joining us here this evening. And we're starting our half-week presentation, which is the end of week on Wednesday evening. And Tammy, why don't we begin? Well, actually, let me start just by welcoming everybody here. Let's see here. Bakshir, great to see you here from Bangladesh. We have Angel, great to see you here. Myra Paul from Ottawa, Canada. MC from Texas, great to see you here. We have Michelle from Hawaii. And we have here David from the Philippines. Thanks for putting your name there, David. Otherwise, I would have called you GotBackup Tour. So great to see you here. Let's see here. We have here north of 60 mysteries. James Renmitzer, welcome. Sandy, well, great to see you from South Carolina. So tell me, let's start with how do we get introduced to GotBackup? So folks have an idea of how do we see this? What did we see? Why did we choose GotBackup?
Yeah, it was interesting because we've been friends with the owner of GotBackup for 25 plus years. And we lived in the area where his project is, which is Global Virtual Opportunities is his parent company. And GotBackup is the new project through his parent company. And Joel contacted Chris, he texted you while we were in Mexico. I think actually
we were landing and we just landed in Florida.
Yeah.
And
we were just landing in
mode.
Florida.
Yeah.
Chris checked out the message. And so we contacted Joel and he shared with us a little bit of information. What you're going to hear tonight is basically what we heard, only it's just so much more advanced now, which is super exciting. For those of you who are evaluating it for the first time. And once we saw everything, we said, oh my gosh, we have to be part of this because we're entrepreneurs. We've always been involved in the network marketing industry, and digital is the way to go. And it's such an affordable product. That was another big thing for us. It was affordable and everybody's using devices anyway. So it was such a no-brainer for us to say, oh my gosh, yes, we're on board. And we've been building globally ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Tammy and I have been in the network marketing arena for many, many years. And we kept talking to each other about, what, it would be nice to deal with a digital service and a digital product, is that this is where the trend is going towards. I know that Dropbox had over 700 million users, probably 25 to 35 of them are actually paying customers, which is a lot of people. And I'm saying that is a really good opportunity. And I knew, because I've known Joel for many years, as Tammy said, we knew Joel for many, many years. And I knew that he had kind of like a digital service with servers and email marketing, a lot of these things. I didn't know about the cloud storage. And when he called me about this, I said, wow, it fell exactly on the right time. And Tammy said it here is because of the price point to get started, we saw an opportunity for the entire world to get involved, because in our journey, we've been all over the planet. And I'm not kidding. I would say not every country is around the world, but I would say almost every continent around the planet we've been on. There's some that we haven't ended up an opportunity to go to, which we'll eventually we will end up going there. My point here is It's a price point that everybody can afford. And it's an opportunity that can really empower an entire family. And because of the nature of what we do, we don't compete, folks. We are creating another avenue. I know if you read the book, The Blue Ocean, it's a wonderful book that really opens your eyes on how to look for different venues that actually nobody is into yet. And the fact is, GotBackup is barely 2 years old, the division of GVO, which is the cloud storage. So think about the possibilities. And as we are sharing this opportunity here today, keep in mind on the potential that we have here. And my question to you is, why are you here? Many of you are here because you're looking for, maybe even praying for an opportunity for something that could subsidize your income stream. And I assure you that we will show you that you can find, you found something here that you can rely on. And it's really time to turn your dreams into reality. Because honestly, folks, Tammy and I have been in the industry of network marketing for many years. We have turned our dreams into reality. Some of you may be aware, some of you may be not, but every single year since 2013, Tammy and I traveled to Florida from January to May, the end of May, 5 months. 5 months. How many people do you know can actually do that? We even afford doing that. So this is the kind of venture that we're sharing with you, the possibilities where you can live your life in your own terms. We don't want to do winters. There's nothing wrong with winters, folks. I've done my part. I've done my skiing and all of that stuff. I do celebrate Christmas with the family here for sure. But once we want to go once we're done, we want to go in a warm climate. And this is exactly what we've been doing. We design our life exactly the way we want. And that's what we want for you.
Yeah, it's starting to get too cold for me here. So, we're all about empowering families. We've been doing this for so many years. GotBackup is so passionate about helping people. They show it very, very clearly as they come on as guest speakers or through the platforms. They're very much engaged in wanting to help every single one of the GotBackup members to get to the next level. Joel is so creative. His mind is constantly going with ideas, which is phenomenal. And so if you're evaluating this for the first time, pay attention to the presentation. You're going to love what you see, as we did. And yeah, you'll definitely want to get started by the end.
I totally agree. And Joe's working on something right now, folks, that's going to be amazing to help us promote our businesses on social media. So I can't wait for that. I know there's an email that came out today. You probably saw it. So it's coming. So about the company began in 1997 in Gatineau, Quebec. This is where I met Joel around 2002 or 3. And now they're in Texas because they needed a bigger fiber optic to be able to support the bandwidth. This is the traffic coming in requesting to go on their servers to get information. And they move into a 10,000 square feet data center. So let me play a quick video for you to hear it right from Joel, what's going on behind the scene. Let's check this out together.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure.
So we just wanted to share with you a segment of his video for you to see what's going on behind the scene. There's more to it, and you can access this video from your back office, and I'll show you briefly how your back office looks like with GotBackup. Back to the presentation here, folks. There are 2 trends that we want to cover here, which are very, very, very important. There's the trend when it comes to the cloud storage and the business around it, and the income opportunity when it comes to financial aspect of it. So, Tammy, let's start with the global trend number 1.
Yeah, which is a massive, massive trend. You can see almost 15 billion devices in the world today, and everybody's on them. We all know it. They're stuck to our hips, and when we don't have them, we're lost, right? And what are we doing? We're filling them up. And the truth is we're going digital. I mean, it's becoming more and more paperless. Companies are dealing less with paper and more digital. So you can see that it's going to be a massive, massive trend. It already is, but it's going to be much, much bigger.
That's an understatement. If you look at the percentage of global mobile traffic from 2011 to 2025, it went from 6% to 64%. So you can see here how seriously people are utilizing their devices. Here's another one that's more relevant to the opportunity we're talking about here. The size of cloud storage market worldwide from 2022 to 2030, $90 billion in revenue in 2022. And in 2030, which is a few years from now, right? Several years from now, we're going to be close to $500 billion, folks. Again, if you want to earn an income, you want to position yourself in front of a trend that's coming. And this is exactly what we're talking about here. Absolutely massive. And one of the main reasons is what you see here.
Yeah. As we mentioned, I mean, everybody's got their devices attached to their hips. And if we leave the house without it, most of us run back and get it. And the truth is, everything is available on our devices today. You can go anywhere in the world. That's what I love about GotBackup. I mean, you learn through the presentation, but everything that we've saved, downloaded and uploaded, we have access to that. Doesn't matter what device. So it's incredible what we can do with all of this. And
that's an understatement.
you can see all the different ways that you can use your phone, and that's why people are always on them.
That's an understatement. And the data loss, folks, it's a growing concern. I mean, Joel, he shared often when he present what happened to his drive, the memories that they lost, and his computer that was stolen, when he went on the cruise, and I mean that was devastating. Right. So it's amazing where 45% of cell phones users accidentally damage a cell phone or lost their data. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. Laptop, cell phone stolen every 43 seconds. We know today we're dealing a bit of an economical crisis, and some people are very desperate and they'll do whatever it takes. And unfortunately, what happens, folks, is the precious data that's in these devices has a lot more value. We may not see it at the time when we lose our device because it's expensive to replace, but you can't go back in time and get this precious data if it's gone. You understand my meaning? So backing up your stuff is absolutely critical. Here's another message, which I'm sure you're all familiar with.
More and more and more, right? People are filling up their devices. They're getting these messages because they either have to start eliminating stuff. I know it's happened to me a couple times. On my computer too. So once you back up your stuff and you know it's there, then you can start freeing up some space. That's another reason why I love GotBackup. There's so many reasons why I love GotBackup, but we get so much more value and terabytes. You'll see the packages, and that's mind-boggling to me.
And the second global trend here, folks, is making money. That's what people are looking for. And this is exactly what we're offering here this evening. 42% of Americans have side businesses. 62% of Gen Z, these are our children. Our generation, Tammy and I, our kids, they have businesses. A lot of them have side businesses. What about the rest of the world? This is what we're talking about here. It's a really good time right now to get involved in a venture like this. You can leverage from these global trends with GotBackup. That's exactly what we're presenting to you here. Now, the fact here is, actually, Tammy, I'm going to turn this over to you to share the variety of things that's available.
Yeah, this was something that was recently launched. Some of you are already pro members, and congratulations for that. But they're really marketing tools to take your business to a whole new level in using the tool to build your business, but also be able to share links on these specific tools for businesses and generate an extra income stream by doing that. So there's a couple different ways that you could really leverage this, and we're loving it.
I totally agree. So Tammy, let's cover a little bit of what we have here.
Yeah, so the main product is the data storage. So GotBackup offers 6 terabytes of storage space, and it says 6 accounts. So what that means is you have your account and you can add 5 sub accounts. These are family members that are using part of your storage, and you can decide how much you want to give to them. And that's if you want to share it, right? Some of you might be like us and you have a lot to back up, so in many devices, so you're not sharing your account. And you have unlimited devices, and it's $10 a month. It's actually $9.97. That blew me away on how inexpensive it was. And I knew that families were going to go crazy when they see this. And yeah, it's an incredible product.
Oh, yeah, it really is. So that's one of the 5 products that we have here. And the other products, again, these are options. And then as we go through this presentation, we'll show you options that you can choose to start your business. And you can always increase as you keep moving forward here. But these other tools here, VDuber, testimonial generator, memory place, SendShark, and funnel page builder. These are the tools that you can see the price tag here. And in fact, it's quite conservative. But the point here is you have complete control. For example, Tammy and I have some personal branding website, and we have a testimonial generator link. Right. And we have Tammy and I do courses, and we put courses together through LearnDash. And maybe some of you may be familiar with this or not. My point I'm saying is I'm using VDuber for this. Why? Because there's no commercials. It doesn't send you somewhere else. And it's very well controlled. Tammy and I have done often well, not often, I would say the past 2 years, we've used Memory Place, and we've put our Christmas family event in there, and we still have it, right? This past Saturday, we did a training and we demoed it and people saw it. We because of the Shark, we acquire people's name and emails that are interested to do more business with Tammy and I. And it's all included in there. And the reason why the funnel page builder is really awesome is, let's just say that you speak a language like German or Greek or whatever that's not developed yet. It hasn't been implemented. Well, you can actually use all the funnels that are available in your GotBackup. Funnels are little website links that you can send to your prospects with videos that will collect emails and names. And you can change the language that you see fit with this funnel page source. So again, all the tools are there to support you. So what's really interesting here is all of these tools can independently be promoted. That will generate leads. If you haven't seen our training last Saturday, we showed you where you can send these links to your general public, to your social network on each of those individual packages. And from there, if they choose to put their name and email because you want more information on this, for example, Shark or VTuber, well, for you, that's a lead that you could start sending emails to on a regular basis and even connect with them if they put their name and phone numbers there, right? So this is really, really, really awesome. And these are all the tools that are available to you, but in the same time, these tools will also collect leads and everything else. So making money with GotBackup, it's absolutely amazing. And it's the only cloud storage, folks, only cloud storage service that will pay you. This is what I mean by we're in a blue ocean. So let's give you an example. For example, we have, Tammy and I are actually Blue Diamonds, and the reality, folks, it's very lonely, and I would love for you to join us here, right? So again, it's just to share the information with your social network. Christmas is a perfect opportunity. The holidays, and some of you, it's a perfect opportunity for you to do this. We have here already triple diamonds. We have Richard and John Weber. We have Noel, who is in France, who is a double diamond. We have Dr. Kwaku, we call him KOA, who is in Accra, Ghana, who is a double diamond. And we have here, again, multiple diamonds, as you can see here, in different parts of the world, which is really, really cool. And then we have here rubies, also in Accra, Ghana, and we have many others in different markets. It's just the one that I have access to. We have emeralds, right? And this is Enyonam from Accra, Ghana, absolutely amazing leader. And we have here Calvin, who is doing extremely well, who recently just got Sapphire. And folks, we have thousands and thousands of others that are also ranking up. We got backup that can earn a wonderful income stream. So Tammy, let's cover briefly, how do we earn We Got Backup?
Yeah, so as you can see, there's 7 different ways. We're going to really focus on the first 3 because that's building the foundation. So if we jump right into it, customer acquisition bonus, that's when for the family plan, that's when somebody decides, you know what, I want the data storage plan, and I want to pay monthly. They would pay $10 a month. You would get 200% upfront. So the moment they decide to pay monthly, and that's a one-time pay. And then if somebody decides to go yearly, you're going to get 50% upfront. So that's $50. If you round it off to $100, it's $50. And then you get 25% on the different marketing tools. And then the new pro plan, if you sign somebody up that decides they want to jump right in, they want to be a GotBackup Pro, which they get everything. They get the data storage, they get all the marketing tools. You're going to get a 200% commission when they sign up. And then if their sponsor is going to get 50, and then the sponsor is going to get 50. So what I love about that is the fact that it really trains people to support their teams. and help them grow. And then you can see on the bottom, customers only, that's 25% ongoing. So maybe, Chris, we can just show a couple examples.
Yeah, and just one thing I wanted to help everybody to clarify here. The family plan is the cloud storage. Okay, that's what you get, the cloud storage. The pro plan, this is the whole series of the whole package of products that we talked about, the VDuber and all of these things. This is the pro plan that we're talking about. So here's an example of an income stream as you sponsor people in either plan. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, so data storage, the family plan. If you signed up 20 people and they decide to go yearly, all 20 go yearly, you get 50% up front. That's $1,000 in commissions. And you're not limited to how many people you bring in. And because we're such a blue ocean opportunity, people don't know about this. And they want a better value in their data storage. And you can see the customers there. If you had 20 customers, 25% ongoing on that $10 mark, you get 20 times $2.50. That's $50 in commission every single month after month with your customers. And then the pro plan, if you had 20 people, you get $200. Remember, I mentioned 200. So that's $4,000 in commission. Imagine if you come in and you become a pro member, and then you go out and you talk to people who decided they want to become pro members, and you're all working together. But each one of you, if you get 20 people, each one of you are going to get $4,000. It's incredible. Plus the ones that are downline to you, you'll get commissions off that as well.
So this is really, really interesting. Now I'm going to share with you what happens on the back end. So as people come in, you can see that you can make really good money. But now what happens, 2, 3, 4, 5 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, it's what we call cycle earning. And it's based on a 2-team tree. So every time someone comes into your business, you place them either on one side, on the right, or either on the left. And by the way, this coming Saturday, we're going to be talking in detail about this. So don't miss that session this coming Saturday at 10 a.m. The point here is if someone is above you and they also have 2 legs and there's a third person that they need to place, they can choose to place it on the left or on the right. If you place it on the right, for example, and you happen to be on the right side of their business, you can see here indirect on your right side. That would be an example of that. And then you turn around, you sponsor someone else, and then it's underneath, you place underneath the last position that's been there, that's been utilized. Now you see a direct person, and that's someone that you brought in that benefits the indirect that you may not know of, but you also benefit from him and or her and all the work that they do. So let me give you an example of how this works on the cycle bonus. There are 2 tiers, tier 1 and tier 2. So all it means is tier 2, and it's based on your rank, you make more money. So step 1 is you have to be active. So you're paying your $99 a year or your $199 a year. We'll come back to that in a minute. Or you're paying your $10 a month or your $20 a month. Okay, that's to remain active, have access to all these wonderful tools. Number 2 is you enroll others to join your team. Okay, but the fact is you need to enroll 2 people to qualify to earn, 1 on the left team, 1 on the right team. The moment this occurred, you are now qualified to start earning cycle bonus. Step number 3 is you earn the cycle bonus that the moment there's 6 people in your business, which should be combined of you bringing 6 or from your 2 that people got to work. There's a total of 6, which also could be combined of someone above you might be sharing the same leg, adding people. That could be a total of 6. You understand what I mean? Over time, this could pile up, and you can have multiple cycles. It could cycles hundreds of times, thousands of times, 10,000s of times. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the value of a cycle will be based on a company's profitability and based on your rank, which determine if you're in tier 1 or tier 2. Now, this is even better. This is what we call cycle match bonus. What does that mean? Well, you know, all the people that we talked about, Tammy talked about the example of bringing 20 people. Well, all these 20 people, you have the potential to earn a matching cycle, but you need to be a Sapphire. And I'll mention that in a minute, how you get there. But you have to be a Sapphire. That's one of our ranks. And then you start earning 25% from every single person that you sponsored based on the productivity of their team. You can earn up to $1,000. And if, let's say, someone is producing so much and you could make more than $1,000 for that one position that you sponsored, you need to become an emerald to go get more. You see? So as your downline grows, you also want to grow. And that's what the plan is designed to do. Folks, as this goes up, you can earn up to $20,000 for every single position. I'm not saying that's what you're going to earn. It's a potential that is definitely possible if the team starts building seriously. And that's why we have trainings and presentations, and all of these things are constantly there to support you. So, Tammy, let's kind of give people an example. What do they need to do for this to happen?
Yeah, these are the extra bonuses, Chris, that
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
It's a new presentation.
Yeah, I just got lost track. So basically, there's 4 different other bonuses. Let me rephrase that. So in other words, as you start moving up in ranks, then you start benefiting from number 4, generation bonus. You don't know what that is? You want to be there Saturday because I'm going to talk about it. Number 5, dynamic compression bonus. Again, you want to be there Saturday? I'll explain to you exactly how this works. Rank bonus pool. As you start moving up in rank, you get a bonus just by reaching this rank and maintaining it. Leadership bonus. You get into a leadership role. And again, all of this is based on moving up in the rank. Back to you, Tammy. Now, let's explain the simple system on how people can actually make this possible for themselves.
Yeah, so it's really simple, you guys. So if you're evaluating it for the first time, you sign up, you register 2 people. You bring one on the left, one on the right. This is a 2-team structure, as Chris shared with you. You go out and get a couple more. Yeah, I like that popcorn effect because it's once you get that one pop, and then you go into momentum, everybody doing the same thing, right? It gets really, really exciting. And it's all about duplication. So one thing that we learned, Chris and I have been in the industry for a long time, reached the top of the companies. And the reason that happened is because simplicity was in place. A simple system repeated over time that everybody can do, no matter if they have full-time jobs. These are simple activities that will duplicate. And people can go up the ranks so quickly if they have the team going towards the same goals and doing the simple steps.
Yes. So basically, folks, how to get started? It's $20 annually. So every year we basically renew our fee by $20. And then of course we have to also renew the service. Mm-hmm. So when you start for the very first time, the very best value is you spend $500 the very first time, one time in your entire career, to have access to all these tools. And after that, what you're doing is you're paying your $199.97, right? And that you pay that per year, or you pay $20 a month. It's entirely up to you. Again, this is great value. Number 2, the other option is you want to go maybe with a family pack. This is the cloud storage only. So again, it is $10 a month, or I recommend pay for the year because you save 2 months. Same thing for the GoPro package, for the GotBackup Pro package. You also get 2 months for free if you pay for the year. So the third one is basically for people who have enterprise that needs a lot of space. They have employees and they may want to share the account. That's something different. But the general public will be the one in the center. And for folks that maybe want to start a bit more modest, you can go ahead and start with the family plan, which are absolutely amazing. I highly recommend, folks, that you get started now. Pick a package, talk to the person who invited you today to give you some feedback on exactly what you need to do, and show up on this Saturday. We're going to explain to you exactly how the compensation plan works and how you can maximize your income. This is what we'll talk about. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, and you mentioned that the family plan is a great plan, but the one thing that I learned now that we're using all the tools, people are growing a lot faster with the Pro plan. So you have 161 countries, which is super exciting. I mean, we're 194 countries, and it's a digital product, so you can be anywhere in the world building this.
Yeah, so we're not dealing with the tariffs and all of these things here, folks, that are kind of causing a lot of problem around the world. And we understand that we're in a changing world and we need adjustments. And at the end of the day, what's happening is this is a really simple process to work, especially today, the way the world is working around the globe. And folks, by the way, if you are an existing member and you want to upgrade to the Pro, just send a message to your through the support system, and it will tell you exactly what you need to do. And I know that because you are an existing member, there's a lot of promos that you can take advantage of right now. The one thing I want to talk about as we end this presentation here, folks, is recognition and achievements. Babies cry for it and adults die for it. And we understand that. And these are the ranks I was telling you about earlier. As a bronze, you sponsor one person. As a copper, and this is where I want you to focus on. When Tammy talked about just duplicate one on your left, one on your right, you do that for yourself, you are a copper. Now you qualify to start earning cycles. But the moment someone you brought in, or someone that was brought in by someone you brought in, that's called enrollment tree for those of you who may understand the term. The moment is one person that becomes copper, boom, you become a silver. You're a gold when you sponsor 5 people. You're a platinum when you sponsor 10 people, which will qualify you for sapphire and emerald. But the fact here, folks, is the difference between the gold, platinum, sapphire is the coppers. As a platinum, you got 4 coppers. As a gold, you got 3 coppers. As a sapphire, you got 5 coppers. Do you understand, folks? This is not hard stuff. And if you recall, as a platinum, you are getting the cycle tier 2. You make more money just by reaching the level of platinum. Reaching the level of sapphire, you get matching cycle. So you earn a percentage from everybody you sponsored based on the business going on in their businesses. Think about the possibilities of this as you mature. And of course, when you're an emerald, ruby, diamond, then the compensation plan spreads like a beautiful flower that's blooming. It's absolutely amazing, the potential that this plan has to offer. Let's talk about the support as we end, Tammy.
Yeah, so you're going to have your personalized referral link. You're going to have personalized landing page. You've got several different funnels that are already created, and all you need to do is share your links. It's so simple. You've got an email system. The company sends out emails regularly to the database. You've got marketing tools, and you have regular online presentations. You've got trainings that are going on, and the presentations are going on in different languages around the world, directly through the company channel, which is this one this evening, and people have their own team channels as well. And of course, Saturday training on this channel. You want to show up this Saturday so you can learn how to make money. And this is a perfect time of year to really leverage that, especially with the pro links and opportunities to generate even more income and more leads, more eyeballs. The key is to have more eyes looking at your content, putting their name in their email, and getting an email system
and regeneration
regularly.
I love what you just rolled over here, and this is exactly what it is. Next webinar brings 2 friends. Let us help you build your business. There was a lady that I think Cecile mentioned, I need to get to help me to get paid. This is how we help you. Bring people to our presentations. Let us help you share the business venture and the product itself. Let us help you promote and educate your prospect on what this is all about. That's how you can really take advantage of this. Folks, this is a product that everyone needs. It's a business that everyone can afford. And just very quickly here, folks, just to show you how simple that is. This is what it looks like in your back office. You can see I have the pro version. I got the GotBackup. I got the testimonial generator. I got the memory place, the autoresponder. That's a Senshark. The video, a VideoBird, that's what it is here. And the lead capture system. This is how you interact with every single prospect that were introduced by any of the funnels that you can use in any of your tools that are available over here. You got here the custom funnel builder. You got all the information for your business. You got an internal wallet where if someone does not have a credit card, they can pay you cash. You put the money in your card or your account to pay your card, and you can create an account for them from there. It's so simple. We've done many trainings that are available to you to help you build your business. It is really that simple. Where's my mouse? Here we go. So it is really that simple. And folks, take advantage of what's going on. I'm telling you, folks, we're going to get into momentum. And when we do, you really want to be in position. You really want to have an idea of how you get paid and how to explain someone who at least tell someone where to go to listen to the information. And all these calls are recorded and available in all languages. Tomorrow night, I believe it's at 9 o'clock Eastern. I think we have a Spanish presentation by a gentleman named Eduardo out of Mexico. He's phenomenal. He's a great presenter. I know that we have presentations from the African community on different parts of the week, different parts of the day. There's Fridays, Sundays, and so forth. Tammy and I do a presentation Friday morning on our own channel at 11 o'clock Eastern time. You're welcome to join us there. If you're part of our Telegram group, you can take advantage of that. And what else? We do a training on Saturday for the entire company. And Saturday, we're going to talk about the compensation plan to make sure that you understand exactly what we share with you in details. So any last words, Tammy, as we end?
Yeah, just a quick reminder. We
yeah.
do have a time change coming up on Sunday. So our Eastern time will go back an hour. So for those of you who are in different time zones, you want to get focused on that because our time does change.
Just for clarity, we're still going to be at 8 o'clock, but that's on the East Coast.
Yes.
So different parts of the world, you don't deal with the exchange, with the time change like we're dealing, which is old school, but for some reason we're still stuck doing that. So just keep in mind that we're still 8 o'clock every Wednesdays, but based on your time zone in your country, it might be a different time. So just keep that in mind. And but we will send you some notification. And this is occurring this coming Sunday, this coming weekend. Okay. So have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for participating in your wonderful feedback. Regeneration Zone, you were rocking this evening. Really appreciate your feedback. So have yourself a great evening, everybody. And we'll see you in our next webinars. Bye for now.
See you soon.